Hi everyone, today I'm going to go over the many different Wii variants. I hope you enjoy the video. The first variants I'm going to go over are the development consoles. There's quite a few of them. The first one is TDEV, or Tiny Development Kit. It looks like a GameCube. It has twice the RAM of a regular GameCube. This was mainly used for GameCube games, but a version of it was found that had an early Wii menu version called Nintendo Revolution System Menu for 0.1. You can also call it Wii Menu 0.1. It's just a basic menu that lets you change the settings, similar to the one the DS and DSi have. These were actually used for the Wii tech demos shown at E3 2006. They were planning on using Wii prototypes at the time, but they couldn't make them in time for the event, so they chose to use TDEV units. It was their backup plan. Other than that, there's not much more to talk about. The second dev kit is NDEV. This was the first one made for the Wii in mind. It is also rectangular and doesn't look like a Wii. It only boots when attached to a host system. It can only read disk if the host system gives it through an optical disc emulator. There's also a menu made for it. It's called DevKit System Menu. This is similar to the Revolution menu, except with a few extra options. You can also change the region, so it's region free. There's also a menu called Boot Menu that may appear when it boots up. When you get on the menu, if it detects a game, it will boot it up. It might also update if the disk has an update and install the Wii menu. You can go back to the main menu by pressing Z on a GameCube controller. It has two modes for disk. One that simulates the disk speed, and a turbo mode. The turbo mode reads data as quickly as possible to reduce load times. There were also wired Wii remotes made for it. The third dev kit is called RVT-R Reader. It looks similar to the final Wii, but has a green faceplate. There's even a rare variant of it used at E3 2005. The case is black and has a black Wii remote and nunchuck. It also has the name Revolution on it. The black variant is the only one someone has not been able to get. The remote for it wasn't shown until Tokyo Game Show 2005. There is almost no information about it, with it only being mentioned in certain SDK documents. It's also possible it had pre-production boards used for it. The name for the board is actually in the SDK for the Wii, and all Wii games and channels have a string that mentions it. These units are able to boot Wii games burned to a disc. They can also play WiiRAR and Virtual Console games if they are installed. There were also RVT-R discs that let you burn Wii games to them. They don't work on retail Wiis. Some of these units were sent to game reviewers so they could review a game before its release. There were also wired and wireless variants made. The wired version had you connect the Wii remote through a port on it. That's about it for the RVT-R Reader. The fourth dev kit is RVT-H Reader. This one is similar to the last one, but red with no disk drive. It actually has a built-in hard drive that is used to read Wii games. It has many buttons in place of it, and a USB interface that can be used with PC software to manage what's on the hard drive. Someone actually managed to find one of these units and made software that allows you to easily add games to it. It also has a delete feature that doesn't delete any of the data on the system. It just marks it as free, so data can still be recovered if it wasn't overwritten. There were both 40GB and 80GB variants made. These were intended for game testing. The last one is a MIDI adapter. It's labeled RVT-006, so I guess it counts as a prototype Wii. It's a small blue box that connects to the Wii through the GameCube port. It has a MIDI input on it. It was probably made since most Wii games and channels use MIDI files for their music. That's all the dev kits. Now I'll go over the retail Wii variants. The first one is the white version. It's the color the Wii came with when it launched. There were other colors shown at E3 2005, but they were scrapped. The second one is the black version. This was released in 2010, 4 years after the Wii was released. This is the same as the white one, just a different color scheme. Some of these came with Wii Sports plus Wii Sports Resort. It's a version that had both Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort on a single disc. It has its own menu that lets you select the game you want to play. It also has unique music for the menu. It also has Wii Sports version 1.2. I think this version controls better than the original version, but I'm not sure. The third one is the Family Edition models. This is cheaper, but got rid of GameCube compatibility by removing the controller ports. This is also supposed to be horizontal instead of vertical. The fourth one is even cheaper and got rid of a lot of features. It's the Wii Mini. This was released in 2013 and wasn't released in Japan. It has a pop-up tray and is red and black, with a red Wii remote with Wii Motion Plus inside. It has no GameCube compatibility, no internet, and no SD card port. There were also limited edition colors made. The first one is a light blue variant. It's based on the Family Edition model. The second one is the red variant. This looks the best in my opinion. It was released for Super Mario's 25th anniversary. The 40th anniversary is later this year. It came with Wii Sports, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and Donkey Kong Original Edition. You got different stuff depending on what region you got it in. In North America, it didn't come with Donkey Kong Original Edition. In Japan, it only came with Super Mario 25th Anniversary Edition. It's pretty much the first Super Mario Bros., but with a 25 on the boxes instead of a question mark. It came with a red Wii remote with Wii Motion Plus inside. The third one is the Art of Wii Console. It's a limited edition Wii that was made in Canada for a contest and was licensed by Nintendo. It's also the rarest Wii console. Only 6 were made, but each one is different, with each variant having a different design. Each of them were made by different artists. The fourth one is the 2008 PAX Wii console. This was licensed by Nintendo, and there are between 1 and 50 variations of it. It was a lottery prize giveaway. There were also some made for the Xbox 360 and PS3. The fifth one is amazing. It's a custom-made Super Smash Bros. Brawl Wii decorated with crystal icing and was made by Nintendo. It was made for the Super Smash Bros. Brawl American circuit. It was hosted by Nintendo of America before the game launched. It has Brawl to end them all on the side, with Mario and a star in front of it. The console was valued at $4,000 at the time. No one knows who owns it now. The sixth one is the ATI We Did It console. It was a giveaway and was made by Nintendo. It was given to the people that helped make the ATI card for the Wii. Less than 50 of these exist. It's similar to the white Wii, but has text engraved into it. The seventh one might be a bit obvious. It's the 24-karat gold-plated Wii given to Buckingham Palace from THQ to market big family games. Only 1 unit was made. That's all the Wiis people were able to buy or win in a contest. There were also unique Wiis made. The first one is the Starlight Fun Center Wii. It was made in the UK by the Starlight Children's Foundation and Nintendo for Hospitals. It was made so kids could use it when they go to the hospital. This isn't a regular Wii. It's a modified RVTH reader and has a special optical disc emulation board instead of the Wii disk drive. It runs on NDEV menu 1.1. This menu is only seen on this unit and pre-production unit 4. It was modified to hide the dev boot text when it boots up. This console actually uses its own USB loader made by Nintendo to cycle through games on the hard drive. This unit was found and the NAND was dumped. I saw online somewhere that someone went through the files and found text that indicates that the E3 2006 tech demos were once on the unit. The problem is that they weren't still on the drive, so they couldn't be recovered. I'm not sure if this is true though. There was a model made in the US, but that used disc and was a retail unit. The UK version came with an HD TV, Blu-ray player, a Wii with 4 Wii remotes, nunchucks, and Wii wheels. It came with a Wii balance board, 4 Nintendo DSi consoles, and a lot of games and films. It has over 50 different games. It was released in March 2011, around the same time the 3DS released. Nintendo and Starlight Children's Foundation later made a Wii U version and a Nintendo Switch version. The second one is the Wii Station. This is actually similar to the last one. This is also a modified RVT reader. It's hidden in a cabinet and is used to play games. There's actually a Wii console you can see, but it's fake. It's connected to a TV, a video player, wired controller hub, a router, and a USB control box or camera. The unit receives new game demos and trailers from Nintendo servers using the router. The third one is a fake Wii console. It was using kiosks. It has internal components from the Wii, but they aren't wired to each other. All it does is light the power light green, make the disk tray light blue, and spin the fan. It was just used to show off how the Wii would look. The fourth and last one is really interesting. It's called Wii HDD SES Wii/DS. It has a hard drive and a unique motherboard. No one knows what it's for since when it boots up, a message pops up saying a fatal error has occurred when the HDD is in. If it's not in, it asks for a disk. This is probably the most interesting Wii, but it can't be used since the HDD is corrupted and has a unique file type. I guess the last Wii variant is the Wii U. Anyways, that's all for the video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Goodbye and have an amazing day.